Hey guys, welcome to our review of Kamen Rider Geo, episode 49. As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
The Cinder Blaze.
My dude, welcome back. We just got done with Geo, like all of it, except for the movie. But we won't be talking full series thoughts, we're just going to be talking this episode specifically. So Alex, what did you think?
The plot was so dumb, but usually I can excuse like a dumb plot finale because a lot of Kamen Rider series kind of like have something dumb at the very end. But for it to be kind of similar to like the dumb thing that Build had at the very end, at least for that one, they had a bit more build up for that one. For this, it just kind of felt like they're just pulling Kamen Rider world physics out of their butt, and it just...
See, we made a new rider, thus creating an entirely new world for some reason.
And then we're gonna combine them, and nobody knows how, why, or
then split them all apart again. Also, where in all of this was Geo supposed to die? What was that about? I knew it! I knew when he said it, it wasn't going to hold any water. There were going to be no stakes given from when he said, "Oh, yeah, by the way, from this plane, you're going to die." Like,
I mean, technically, like, he kind of did, because he just erased that existence entirely. So,
I guess.
I mean, except for Waz, because apparently he had nowhere else to go, so he just kind of, like, chilling in the new world. So, yeah, because, like, when Sogo had that last breakfast or whatever with his uncle, like that was the last one that those two characters had with each other. Like that was going to be the end, because when we kind of like reset the world, you know, it's not even that time anymore. So,
and like, I mean, I think it's nice setup to 0-1 and how it can be reconciled in its own world. But what I fail to understand is that if creating a rider makes a new world, why are there only 20 worlds to begin with? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm pretty sure they added an extra one at the very end. Like once he's reset the world, just so we have an extra one for
whatever. Yeah. Like, if Tsukiyomi creates a world, wouldn't all riders create worlds?
No, I think it's just because like she's an individual from like a different world. That when she became a writer of that world. Like if a world has like many writers, it's not like it really affects things all too much. That's why like the secondary writers.
No. When she became a writer, it's split off into another world.
Yeah, because she's the writer of that world.
Of that world?
Yeah. The world that she and Schwartz came from, that for some reason is just like a poor-ass world with no writers. And apparently
it has a whole lot of merry-go-rounds, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it makes some sense to me that when she became a writer that it created a new world, but I have no idea why that was necessary. Also, where she got the writer powers from? I think it was from Geo, so that's never mind. That was last episode.
I mean, honestly, this episode was just so weak. And you know, I mean, I appreciate that they're splitting the worlds back up to give us a clean slate for 0-1. And I do also appreciate that Soko gets to live out his life in happiness, but on the other hand, it's like, how much does he know? And if he does have all the memories from before, which it doesn't look like he does, but if he does that mean he's just living in a world through his own delusion? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think so.
No.
Because like Waz literally said he's an ordinary high school boy.
Okay, so he doesn't know.
Yeah. I would assume so. Until like the movie or like a V cinema comes out where like he's kind of forced to remember. Yeah.
So are we in 0-1's world or are we in Geo's world?
Nobody knows, nobody cares.
That's fair. That tracks.
Yeah, speaking of stuff that nobody cares about, Tsukiyomi, despite how great that form looks, did...
Oh,
I mean, I know she backstabbed. She did the double backstab because she's got to, like, be the double agent all in one episode for God knows what reason.
I like it.
But Sogo was just so much more powerful than Schwartz that even though he got stabbed in the back, it didn't matter. Like, he was gonna mess him up.
Yeah, like, woohoo, I got a fraction of your power. Now I can take over my world. That's all I needed.
I think
he knew how outclassed he was, and then he said, yeah, I have a fraction of your power, I'm gonna take over my world now. Like, and like, he scaled himself to Geo, and then Tsukiyomi's just like, well, guess I gotta do the backstabby thing and then die, so I'm gonna just do that. And then it happened, and it was so underwhelming. Also, It pushed them to this weird, like, yin-yang looking scene. And
I wasn't even noticing that. I just remember when, like, she was, like, kneeling down, and Schwartz had the stupidest laugh. He's like,
oh, that was so good! That was so good. That was one of the best parts of this episode.
That literally summarized my entire reaction towards Tsukiyomi's character for this entire series. like that's one of the weirdest things. Like, I can't, like, fully hate Schwartz despite him being such an awful villain, because he does, like, these weird things, like, almost like every episode he's in.
Let me get some ice cream and lick it the least normal way that I can.
Yeah, just the actor's having fun, so, like, he's having so much fun that I just can't, like, throw my negative energy at him and have it stick, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I can't hate him because he was fun, and, like, this episode, it was a mess. It's fun, I guess. I mean, it was neat to see some really cool things explode.
Yeah.
That's biggest takeaway, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird. Just because, like, Schwartz was just such a lame villain that we couldn't really, like, scale. Like, I feel like every other, like, main Kamen Rider villain, there was some sort of scale. So, like, leading into, like, the last episodes, we at least knew, like, how strong they'd have to be.
Yeah.
But I know, like, in, like, more recent trends, like, the writer already is, like, stronger than the villain heading into the finale.
Yeah.
So it's just, like, a sad beatdown almost every time. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It was the Oma transformation was neat.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason it would turn him completely evil and his friends would have to, like, stop him or something, and that's why he'd have to die. But
yeah. And have, like, Gay stop him somehow, which would not even happen, because after GO2, he was kind of outclassed.
Yeah. Well, Alex, what more is there to say about this?
Nothing. So nothing else to this episode.
Nothing more about this episode, but we've got tons of thoughts for the full series review, and that's coming at the end of Toku Week. This week we're gonna. Oh wait, this just in. Turns out we're not doing Toku Week this time around. We've got no content to watch along and review that's, like, Geo related, because we either finished it or we stalled completely on it. Hello, Dragon Knight. So we're just not going to do Toku Week this week, but we will be having our full series review eventually. It will be before 01, so make sure to subscribe if you want to hear our thoughts on that. Also, the watch along is up at the same time as this, so go ahead and check that out if you're so inclined. Guys, thanks for watching.
Yep.
Keep it juicy.
What he said.
Yeah. I don't know why you attempted to say keep it juicy.
I don't know. Probably because it's been a while.
I haven't kept it juicy enough recently.
Nah. Oh man.
Yeah.
I would recommend you guys watch the watch along because I felt like that was somewhat entertaining.
It was entertaining.